The Giants have fired Brian Daboll. Let's get into
New York
it.
Revival, I'm in the building.
Let's go.
Live with the Buffalobills!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, baby. You know what? Yeah, we need something. We usually save this music for when a special guest is coming on, but oh my. The Giants have fired Brian Daboll. We had to go live with you guys. Got to talk about it. We were about to record a show on the rest of the NFL, but who cares about that right now? How are you feeling, Spee?
Dude, I'm at a loss for words because, I woke up this morning and I was like, why hasn't the news come out yet? Why hasn't the news come? Like, that was an all-time collapse. The fourth of which we've seen this season already. No longer on anybody else but coaches. Like that, I was like, we need to, if that doesn't break it for Mara, I don't know what will. And you can't come back from that kind of performance. You cannot come back from another collapse like that. Absolute disaster. Then your one shining beacon goes down in Dart, like, because you ran him probably one too many damn times. Like, it was just no reason, nothing more to see. Brian Daboll, you're done. You're toast. Let's see what we have in our new guy now. And our new guy that's the old guy, Mike Kafka. I'm intrigued by how he handles this the rest of the way. How much was Daboll's offense? How much was his? But it's a new world, man. New chapter. It starts today. What do you think, Jeff?
Absolutely. Before we get to me, Max in the house, dude, dropping a super. He dropped this before we even went live. I mean, what a move. That's a power move right there. Max, we appreciate you. Time to clean house. This is the first step. In a way, I'm proud of the Giants for doing this. Like, enough is enough. Stop accepting this piss poor performance. Like, the Giants have been in so many games this year that they should have and could have won. And that comes down to coaching, because it always felt like this is the most talented team we've had in a while. That Giants defensive line is just too talented to be this bad. So it's all been frustrating as hell as a Giants fan to watch this all go down. But I am proud that they put a stop to this, and it gives Kafka an audition. I don't know how much he can do with the current roster and situation, but a new voice was obviously needed, and the Giants got one now. So, who would have thought Shane Bowen would outlive Daboll here?
Oh my God!
With the Giants,
who won the fire list that we did?
Oh yeah, we got
actually, I think I had Daboll, but because that was the obvious one. Shit. Well, no, someone had Bowen. I had Bowen. Somebody had Daboll. I think we got to look back at the tape, see when the fire pool was, and but man, so what? Now Bowen's got to go, right? Bowen has to go.
Of course.
The only reason why Bowen was here, I feel like, was Daboll. And hey, shout out to Bartlett, baby.
Yeah, Bartlett in the house, baby.
Let's go.
Our two big dogs are in here with us today. And shout out to the whole chat, 200 and growing in here between X and YouTube. We appreciate you. Want to share this news with you. Giants fire Brian Daboll. If you want to hit the super chat, we're happy to discuss whatever you've got on your mind. Feel free to send it in. And so head coach wise, I mean, they can now look ahead, right? This is interesting. What becomes of Joe Shane? What becomes of Mike Kafka?
We can talk about it freely now because it's going to happen. Like, there's no more doubt. So
with which one?
Well, I'm just talking about like, hey, I don't know what they could do in terms of like tampering, because it's John Gruden, like, he's not in the NFL. Is it tampering if they start having those conversations? What I'm saying is they can have these conversations now. Like before, when David was still here, like you got to kind of keep it hush. You got But now, let's. It's officially out there. I hear Saleh a name. You hear Gruden as a name. You're starting to hear. There's also the Lane Kiffins, the Bill Belichick's of the world. But now that the assistants, and I know you can't tamper with them because they're still on teams. But like now we actually get to talk about it, man, and it's out in the open. Again, then you still have Kafka. You said, what if he's so good? What if he keeps getting these interviews from these other teams because he's actually a good coach? And maybe we see something completely different. I don't know. At the very least, though, these guys are going to get motivated now, right? They're like, okay, there's no more scholarships. We know they're going to clean house. Maybe they play with a little bit more fire under Kafka. Maybe they, once Bowen's fired, maybe they play with a little bit more fire under Patterson or the DB coach Manuel, who had previous defensive coordinator experience. I don't know who gets it, but yeah, let's start talking about the coaches, man. I'm excited.
I like that they got a new voice in there now, and I like that they did it now instead of at the bye when we're 2-11, and then there's no room for Kafka to do anything, right? Like now he's got a tough stretch. I mean, this is one of the hardest stretches of the schedule coming up here with teams super hot that we got to play: Lions, Patriots, and Packers. So tough stretch here, but you got to get a new voice in. This allows you to feel out Kafka. From what we heard from the Biz Giant Insider, shout out to our friend Jerry, he said Kafka is not what he seems. And we don't hear from him too much in the press, but when you do hear him, he's soft-spoken. He's kind of just direct and low-key. But he said that's not how he is in the building. It's not how he coaches. Yeah. He's a much more fiery guy. And he said he interviews extremely well. I think it was maybe the Seahawks gig. I forget where he was interviewing, but they called him back. They flew him back to have another look. They didn't expect to like him that much in the first round, but he comes prepared. He's got a vision, and now maybe the Giants get to see a little bit of it, but at the least you needed a new voice in there. Not an ideal start for a rookie quarterback after a handful of starts to have your head coach get fired, but welcome to the Giants, Jackson Dart. Save us.
Facts, man. Facts. Listen, it'll be interesting now. First of all, real quick on the Giants game. It sucks that Dart got hurt, man. It sucks that Dart got hurt because the only thing that we were seeing that we wanted to see was his progress, and he was making so much. That was the one reason to keep him. Like, he looked great, and like he was firing on all cylinders. Does he play now? He got roughed up, and you cannot, with a good conscience, go with Russell Wilson next game. You cannot. So that will be first step number one. Hey, right into the fire, Kafka. Who are you starting if it's not Dart? Is it going to be Jameis? Because Russ can't do shit, man.
You're absolutely right on that. It makes no sense. And I put it out this morning saying, Russ is a 1-year rental. He's obviously cooked. He's so uncomfortable out there. He gives you no upside. So what are we doing? Jameis Winston is our backup next year. Why wouldn't you have him get reps with the guys he could potentially be playing with next year? Jackson Dart is probably going to miss the next game. Yeah. If he does, it's got to be Jameis Winston. Make Russ your backup. It makes no sense. You're accepting defeat. And maybe that now that it's Kafka, maybe we start seeing decisions made with a little more logic, because Daboll has just been such a frustrating head coach with the roster decisions, man. Like beyond frustrated. So maybe Kafka comes in, Jameis, you're starting, and he doesn't even get Jackson Dart in his first game as head coach.
Brutal. It's just like, how inept did Russ look, dude? He tried to he even when he thought about scrambling, he's like, nah, I can't do it. And then the one time he did, he gets fucking clotheslined at the 1-yard line.
Yep.
And it just,
and a younger Russ or even Jackson Dart decides to scramble way early and just commits to it.
Yep. He was indecisive.
We got to talk about Jackson Dart for a second. Every week you see more and more people not say, convinced or that they were wrong about him, but just saying damn, he's much better than we expected. And I'm one of them. I remember draft night, you were like, don't be upset. We're in Green Bay. And I'm like, really? They're trading up. What are they doing? This feels like a desperate move. And you were like, hang on. This kid's got all the stuff you like to see. And I mean, no one could have expected him to kind of hit the ground running the way he has. Obviously, he's not the reason the Giants are losing games. He's the only reason to watch Giants games right now. Really, really good player. He's got that magic it factor. He's got the arm. He's got the legs. And there's stuff that he'll get better at, like not getting knocked out. You know, he will
For one, yes.
He will adjust. And shout out 650 people with us on a Monday lunchtime show. We appreciate you. We want to hear your thoughts. Sounds like most people are on board with Jameis Winston starting. Can't imagine you'd want Russ at this point. How could you?
Right. It's true though. But with Daboll, Dart, it was amazing, dude. He, before he went out, he was still like putting up some big numbers. I think what did he finish? 240 passing yards, 66 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns. Like all the stats were all time. He's like one of the better quarterbacks in the league from when he first started to now. It's a shame he went down, but again, he's throwing to nobody still. He's throwing to nobody, and he's still getting this kind of production. Sky's the limit here. I'm just what I didn't want any longer was Brian Daboll infecting this team with losing, and that's what it is. They're just infected. They do not know how to win games. 0-4. I don't know if I said this already, but I'm going to say it now. 0-4 in the last 4 road games when winning by double digits. Like it's unfathomable. Like you see the probability percentages, like they're the 99%, 98% in all these games. It's unfathomable how bad this team is closing out games, and that starts on the top. There's just it's everything with Daboll, and that's why I was cool with this.
Absolutely. Like I would say, that's a fireable offense, but obviously that's already come to light. Like you can't blow that many games. It's hard to win in this league. You get those leads. You got to figure out how to close. Like you did the hard part.
It's not just Shane Bowen.
You did the hard part. You got a lead on the road.
Yeah.
And they,
in the fourth quarter.
Right. The Broncos, you just absolutely smacked the Broncos. You beat their ass. But you just can't finish. And then like once you feel the slide happening, it happens in every loss. There's an extra play that happens. Like when we were losing momentum against Denver, Scatterboo gets blown up on a block, forces Dart into that interception. Yep. And you're like, like that's the backbreaker there. Yesterday was the punt. We saw it slipping away.
Well, basically when the fumble happened, when Dart went down, it was 17. It was they were driving to make. I think they were up 17-7 at the time. And it was for sure at least going to be 20. Like they just reached the 20-yard line. They just got the first down. As soon as he fumbled and Dart went down with the concussion, and everybody knew that was a concussion. As soon as it happened, which is another reason Daboll, like how you think Dart was just going to lay there, normal Dart just going to lay there unconscious with the ball right next to him? No. Your first thought is that guy looks concussed. That's the first thought every Giant fan had, especially considering he had 3 more of these almost concussions previously. And then when I saw that, I was like, that's it. That's the final straw. But also, we're going to lose this game. And I feel like every Giant fan knew it too.
Spot on.
Not going for it on the fourth down at the 1-yard line.
You're 2-7.
When he didn't do it,
You're 2-7. And that penalty gives us the half-yard line at the 4. Like, people give the Eagles a lot of shit for their tush push. And I get all of that. But they go for it on 4th down all the time. They play to win. And granted, they've got that play in there, but it's just the concept, the idea of like, we're going for it, like the Lions do constantly. We're playing
almost like back-to-back, almost like back-to-back QB sneaks from your own 10-yard line, huh? Kind of the same kind of thing. Basically, that got Joe Judge fired, not going for it on 4th in inches from the 1 or whatever is what got Daboll fired. I guarantee you. He goes for that. He wins. Maybe different story. You don't do back-to-back quarterback sneaks. Maybe you make it. But, man, there's always that signature thing that's like, that's it. You're done.
I mean, and we've been talking a lot about, you fix one thing and something else breaks. Well, the offensive line has apparently been one of the things that we have greatly improved on. So you don't trust your offensive line to get half a yard at the fucking goal line?
It's crazy, bro.
And even if you did get stopped, you're giving them 99 yards to go.
Right, exactly. Oh, my God. Just
they said it on the broadcast live as it was happening. This is the wrong call. They were ripping Daboll for it. It was just so gutless. Like,
whatever he did, though, probably was going to fail, though. If they went for it, they probably it's one of those things where every decision he makes is the wrong one. Like they went for it. Remember the Dallas game? Like they went for it in that situation and they blew it. Like so like there's no winning with this guy. it just was time for a change. I don't know if he's going to go on somewhere else and remember how to coach better, when in a different situation. But every button he pushed for the past 3 years has been the wrong one. And it's just that yesterday was a culmination. It was just too much after that. So,
you know what? Maybe if we look at it as a blessing, like when the QB sneaks happened, we're like, oh, thank God! Like you can't bring this
something
guy
had
back
to
now.
happen, right?
Yeah. So maybe this was his QB sneak moment.
Yes.
And if whatever the reports were last week about them wanting to fire Daboll after Denver, if they were true, then that makes sense because this was the last straw. Like, okay, you talked me out of it 2 weeks ago,
No talking about it.
but now you're not talking to me. Go fuck yourself. He's fired.
Yes. Even the nice John Mara, who a gentleman, and probably does not want to do an in-season firing. He's like, I've even he has had too much. Like he couldn't go on after this. Now, how quickly does Bowen get fired? We'll talk about it more tomorrow night. We don't want to get too much into it because there's more NFL we want to talk about. But like, holy shit! Yeah, I don't know, Jeff. What do you have anything more to say on this?
Well, I just don't want to miss these Subarus Goose.
Hey,
in Rambo voice, Shane, I'm coming to get you. And then our guy Bartlett once again. If I think he's talking about Jackson Dart, if he's back for a Cowboys game and he beats them, I'm getting a JD6 tat.
That sounds like an if the Giants win challenge right there. I don't know.
So somebody remember that. This is public now.
I'm going to screenshot it.
It's out there. Okay. We don't want to forget.
Right, got you.
All right. Bartlett, I like it. Let's check the chat.
We're going to talk about, listen, this is not the last of this we're going to talk about. Sorry, did you hear me?
I don't know. There's a delay. I don't know what just happened, but you're back now. Go ahead. Nope, you're delayed.
It was because I was screenshotting I was screenshotting the fucking picture of Bartlett's tattoo. No, that's why. Yeah, okay. I screwed up. But what I wanted to say is we're going to talk a lot more about this in depth tomorrow. If you guys come back around, there might be another firing by then. Who knows? But yeah,
you never know. But either way, this was a move the Giants had to do. I think Giants fans are happy. The outroar was just so loud this time that it was just indefensible at this point. And the way Jackson Dart has played makes the Giants a desirable location if they decide to hire from outside, and Kafka is not the guy. Kafka will get interviews again, probably either way. But they did it at the right time. Don't wait so long after the bye when we're 2-11. Do it now. Give Kafka a chance to find his voice. Give him a chance to rally the troops here because the product is just so bad. You can't win with that kind of coaching. So glad the Giants did it. Send a message. It's not okay. It's not acceptable. I don't care if you don't like to do in-season firings. This has gotten so out of control. The win-loss record is so bad that you can make a statement that, like, how could you possibly bring Joe Shane back?
Yeah.
Yes, there were improvements, but for every good thing you did, there's 2 bad moves.
Let's see Brandon Brown. Let's see what Brandon Brown's got.
Last thing on the Giants.
Yeah.
Wandale is leading the league from the slot. He's playing. And this actually pisses me off because he hasn't been a difference maker. And he still is kind of like, picking up chunk yards. He's doing his job, but he's not a game breaker difference maker. He's earning a contract, but we already paid Slayton. So, like, stop setting yourselves up for neighbors Slayton and Wandale because we've already seen it's not enough.
I know.
And Slayton's going to be a very expensive wide receiver 4 when they draft a rookie stud.
Oh, God, you're right. I mean,
so that's
what drives me.
Joe Shane, that's what drives me crazy.
Maybe they could trade Slayton this offseason. Maybe he has a good rest of the season, and you trade him, and then you can figure out. But you can't. You're right. You can't have a wide receiver 3 and wide receiver 4 making that much money. Let him go. Wandale, get your compensation picks from him when he gets signed somewhere else. It's a tough decision, but you made your bed. You made your bed when you signed Slayton to that contract.
Exactly. And you could have guessed this was going to happen. And it was going to go down this way. Of course it was. Because they're going to draft a receiver. They absolutely have to.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably a premium pick on it, too. And fair point. You could say the right time was after Denver. Just an insane meltdown. But at the same time, like, we put up 32 on really good Denver defense and like having you're talking about, and granted, he can be blamed for the kicking mishaps and roster management with the kicker, but like if we make 2 extra points, you might win, and he's praised the next day instead of being fired. Like that's how
wild, dude. That might have been that was it. That fine line. If your defensive coordinator that you vouched for was a little bit better, you probably win that game. If you make the right kicker decision, you probably win that game. We are not having this conversation today if that happens. Like,
you're right. And then maybe the team gains an ounce of confidence
Yeah.
after realizing they just went to Denver. They knew how to win a close game, even when they had a lead and lost it. But now they just know they're going to lose. And yesterday, we're up 10 with 4 minutes left. When we shanked the punt and they were only down 3, it's like, well, obviously we're losing.
Yeah.
Quite obviously. And I think, but what's the worst part is that the team knew it too. Yeah. And that you could see the players. You could almost see it on Daboll's face. Like, I'm doing it again. It's happening again.
and every like subsequent just missed tackle and missed sack, they were so close. You're like, this is all adding up. Here you go. Like, and you saw that the tweets start coming out. Like, seen this story before. Everybody knows what's gonna happen. Like, everybody knew the Giants were gonna blow that game, and that's when you don't have the right coach.
Yep.
You don't have the right coach and the right players.
1,000 people in here on a Monday lunch show. How
it's
bad?
Sad, but it's awesome. It's like it's a weird feeling right now, right?
It is a good feeling.
It's a good feeling. That's why I was just talking to my buddy at work. I was a fellow Giant fan. I was like, I was pissed in the moment. No, I was happy with Dart first half, very angry in the second half, then a sense of relief and happiness at the end of the game now and into today. Before even the firing, I'm like, okay, it's inevitable now. When is it going to happen?
Yeah.
And we got our
and another reason they need to move on from Joe Schoen is that he is not capable of moving off of his mistakes. And he tries to hold on to things because if he moves off, it's admitting a mistake. For instance, getting a 7th round pick for Evan Neal or whatever pick for Banks or Hyatt. He didn't move any of them for cheap because it would have been accepting an L. And that's why you need a new GM to be like, colossal mistake, take what you can for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need to get fresh. You need to get a new voice in here.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And cut Banks because every time he's out there, he's committing another fucking pass interference or holding or something. How many times do you need to see it? How many times do you need to see it? I'm done. Get Brandon Brown to do his thing. Brandon Brown, you come in here and clean house and make people accountable. Hey, who knows, man? Maybe you earn yourself a GM job either here or somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, show us what you could do. Show us what you could do, man. So,
is that a thing? If they fire Joe Schoen and make Brandon Brown interim GM for a year, is that a thing?
Well, for the rest of the year, you're saying, or for the next year?
Well, I don't think. How much can he do after the trade deadline?
Yeah, I mean, probably not a lot.
They're not. They wouldn't let him
make the right roster moves. Maybe you don't cheap out on little Jordan Humphrey and only bring him up for 2 games because he doesn't. You don't want to sign him long term. It just sends the wrong message. Maybe if you get the right message across, this team starts winning games. They feel the accountability, and that you change things. Change the vibe in the office. I don't know, man.
It's actually like I would like for Brandon Brown if he came in. It sucks because right after the deadline, now you're starting to tear it down.
Yeah, it sticks.
We could have helped ourselves in the future, but we don't have a GM willing to move off of mistakes. So it's an opportunity for Brandon Brown to be like, this guy's cut, this guy's cut, this guy's cut. I'm moving off of his mistakes because he was incapable of doing it. Like, that's a power move to come in and start doing that stuff. But I swear he holds on to things for financial reasons or contract reasons. And none worse than Gano, who has been obviously cuttable for several years. Oh my God. But they gave him that awful contract, which he didn't have to, because he had a good 2022. He was a Pro Bowl kicker that year. He was good. That was his last. That was his last leg. That was his last stint as a good kicker, and he held on to him. They forced him to play because you got to move money around every time you bring in a new guy, and they have no cap space. It's all Joe Schoen. This is all his fucking mess.
Yeah.
He operates with hope, and he's not good.
I don't know. The last thing on this, Rossini, 20 minutes ago, she reported that no other staff changes are expected at this time. So Joe Schoen will remain the GM, and Shane Bowen will remain defensive coordinator. I don't know, man. I don't understand the keeping. And who becomes the offensive coordinator now? I assume Tierney, the QB coach, will be the offensive coordinator.
With the second half of the season, it might just be like, I mean, I guess you got to promote someone to OC.
Someone's got to be. The fear I have is that Kafka's going to be spread so thin he can't work with Dart just anymore. Like, you're the head coach now. You're not just the offensive coordinator. Yeah. You're not just working with, and who knows how much Daboll did with him, but like, I don't know, man.
And I guess that's why it would be a mess to fire Bowen now too, because then you got to backfill positions. Right. Which Daboll made his bed. You could have fired Shane Bowen in week 5.
Yeah,
saved a little bit of face.
Long, bro. You went down with
you
Shane
went down.
Bowen.
Yep. He either wasn't allowed to do it or made the mistake of not doing it. Either way, they fucked up because that was their opportunity to blame somebody.
Yeah,
because the offense was scoring.
Crazy.
But I just don't. I don't trust Joe Shane at all. I don't trust Shane Bowen at all.
No.
Kafka and Brandon Brown with no head coaching and GMing experience. I trust them both more than those two guys.
Crazy, dude. Crazy to say, but true. That's sad.
At least change is coming, right? And if you're bottom of the barrel, I want to say the only direction you can go is up. But we have tested that theory in recent years.
Certainly.
All right.
Certainly.
Appreciate you guys joining for this Giants chat. We want to run through a couple other things in the NFL here.
This is our reaction show.
This is our Monday reaction show, and appreciate the hell out of all 1,100 of you hanging out with us. All right, let's run through some games that we saw this weekend.
Yeah.
Colts beat the Falcons, and I know we'll do our pick'em show on Friday. The spread was 5.5, and if you were watching the end of this game, it could have gone a number of ways, and I think it was overtime. And then what's the running back's name? Jonathan Taylor.
Oh my God,
bro is on an app like that's been your MVP this whole time.
Yes,
Daniel Jones is managing that offense, and he's been doing the last 2 games not as great as the first several, but Jonathan Taylor is your MVP. That dude is on an absolute tear. But the Colts beat the Falcons 31-25 in overtime. I was up. Raise your hand if you're up against Jonathan Taylor in fantasy. 54 points.
Oh no, I had him in 2. I had him in 2 leagues, so I was living pretty 55 plus points. Thank you, Jonathan Taylor, for the dub. And dude, 3 touchdowns, 244 yards, that 83-yard touchdown, unbelievable. Daniel Jones made some timely throws. Also he was borderline a Daniel Jones game. He had a lot of turnovers there too. But he made a nice throw at the end. Good for him. Getting carried by that running back. Good. But that's neither here nor there. Shout out to the Colts. They look for real. Listen, those weapons. Tyler Warren as a tight end, just a beast, an absolute beast to handle.
Love him.
That's a good Atlantic defense that they went up against. So another big win. They're 8-2. There's not much you can say. The Colts are rolling, man.
They're rolling.
Be there.
They're rolling. I can't figure out the Buffalo Bills and why they just can't. I feel like forever they just can't win in Miami, or Miami just gives them a hard time. I don't know what it is, because Miami's been a team that has looked pretty terrible this year, and Buffalo gets whooped 30-13. How are they both Super Bowl contenders and get whooped by the Dolphins in the same breath?
Frauds. I mean, I don't get it. I can't make heads or tails of it. You think Josh Allen goes in there and just whoops on them, but he does it every time, dude. They shut down James Cook. Shout out to the Dolphins for still caring, right? They could have gotten in the tank for their coach, but hey, they battled and they whooped on a good Bills team. So shout out to them for keep fighting. 2 touchdown passes. But yeah, I cannot figure out this Bills team. What I'll say is what it probably is just a bump in the road. This does happen for them often. They will be back. Josh Allen, once they go home, they'll get the vibes back. I think it's a bump in the road. I still believe in Josh Allen to make this team a special team. Yeah. So
I did take your advice. I originally picked Buffalo, even laying 9.5 points. I mean, I have a YouTube short out there. I'm not going to delete it. But it's bad. I mean, I said Buffalo was going to roll And you talked to me, not intentionally. You just gave your thoughts, and then I thought about it. I'm like, he's right. And I switched my pick. Thank God. Thank you for that. NFC and the NFC West is absolutely jacked right now.
So much fun.
With the Cardinals being the only team that doesn't look like a deep playoff team, really.
Yeah.
So we got Seahawks and Rams, both 7-2.
Yeah.
San Francisco games back, slowly getting some guys back.
Purdy's coming back. They're getting some. Ayuk's probably not that far behind the corner. I think they're getting healthier at the right time. Their defense is still always they lost Warner. It's tough, but they're getting guys back. Pearsall, he's going to be back too at wide receiver. So they're getting some reinforcements back. They're going to be a force. You still got a great coach with Shanahan, but man, that's going to be a dogfight in the NFC West. Absolute dogfight. I'm here for it. Like Darnold looks like a freaking MVP, man. Him and JSN, they can't be stopped. Steve Young and Jerry Rice, dude.
JSN is having a year, bro. He is
always open. Shout out to him, bro.
And then Matt Stafford just
MVP level.
2 MVP candidates in the same division. That's pretty awesome. They're both playing great. I got a lot of those. I got a lot of that Rams offense in fantasy, so I'm thoroughly enjoying that.
To see that. Love to see that.
Puka was like my second round. I need a receiver. He's like the last of that. I didn't feel great about it. I thought Stafford might be hurt and all of that. But thank God they're going off.
Paying off.
All right. Want to preview tonight? We got Monday Night Football tonight. Eagles, Packers in Green Bay.
It's in Green Bay, correct. Which team shows up for each of these teams, right? Like the Eagles at some point, you figure they're going to figure it out. They made a whole lot of trades to put themselves in, like their roster's Super Bowl ready. Now, do they get over this weird thing that they have that they're not playing too well? They are playing too well. I don't know what they are. And the Green Bay Packers, sometimes they look like, a Super Bowl contender, and then sometimes they don't. Like I can't get a read on them either. They just lost to the Panthers. Like
they've lost to the Panthers and the Browns, and then they've had games where they really, really look good. I don't know. I feel like it's usually unwise to bet against the Eagles, even in games that they've looked bad. They get a special teams block kick and win on that touchdown with special teams. Like they just find ways to win. And even they win when they don't even play well. A lot this year.
You're right.
The Giants whooped them somehow. But I would pick the Eagles in this game. I'm not sure the spread right now. Do you know what it is?
It's 1. I just was looking because I wanted to see. I mean, it's a tight game. They have it at one point, but a lot. Basically, everybody's betting on the Eagles to be the Eagles, and that's where smart money probably should go, right?
Yeah. I need it not to be a Saquon
Green
game.
Bay will win.
Yeah.
See, I need but see, I need it to be a Saquon game. So we're at each other.
How are you watching the game tonight? Because I don't have YouTube TV for this anymore.
Oh shit! Oh well, luckily, I might have a login from one of the family members.
Oh,
yes. Just holler at your family members that have YouTube TV. Hey, I'll pay you a bill. You pay me. Let me throw you a couple bucks here. That's what family's for, right? Family and family.
I feel like everyone finds a way.
Yeah, you find a way to
watch.
that.
And until this, I didn't have a reason to get creative on the deep dark parts of the internet. But you guys.
Wait, one last thing.
Yeah, buddy.
The Patriots are for real, right? Drake May. Some are saying Vrabel and Drake May might be the next Brady Belichick. I don't know. I didn't say that. But some people might be.
I mean, you would never. You wouldn't even bring it up.
I would never say
you wouldn't even give that
so lavish.
You can't. Yeah, like you can't say they're the next best combination of all time. Like you could say Andy Reid and Mahomes are the next Tom Brady and
you could say that. Or you could think that Drake May is a damn stud, and he is going to take that team to different places.
He is making some plays that I didn't see him make last year.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, this should give Giants fans hope and feel good, right? Because this is a second-year quarterback, new head coach who's absolutely thriving.
Yeah.
So don't worry about ruining Dart by changing things, because if you get it right, you'll be saving Dart and the Giants.
Couldn't say that better myself. Like, and Dart's situation is almost exactly similar to Drake May's year one, where he had nobody to throw to, no help, like nothing, like his offensive line, like he had nothing, and it was so dire. You got a Stephon Diggs, you improve a couple. You got him Henderson, who looked like a star yesterday. Javon Henderson, welcome to the NFL.
He can. I was up against him too. You need a career week? Just go against me in fantasy. For Christ's sake.
It looked like he was in fast forward with some of these plays, dude. I was like, there's no way this is in real time.
Yeah.
That kid's like they're rounding into form. I thought they were gonna I thought this was a comeback down to earth game. No, they are for real, bro.
And Henderson, a lot of people have been waiting for him to get his shot.
If you stashed him, yep.
And that's a game breaker. Like you saw his speed yesterday. He hit like 21 miles an hour or something on that run.
Oh, Jesus.
Absolutely insane. Over 1,300 people in here. We appreciate the hell out of it. Thank you guys.
What a day.
What a day. Let's see. You're going to be live tomorrow night. I'm going to an event, possibly hanging out with Kayvon Thibodeau. I'm going to try and get some time with him. But we will be at Baseline Social in Oceanport. That's tomorrow night. It's an event. It's a charity event for veterans. Kayvon Thibodeau is the draw there. And fans can pay for some memorabilia, a photo op with him, stuff like that. Should be fun. It's a cool bar. So if anybody's interested,
love it, man.
Meet us there. Come say hi.
Yeah.
And I'll see you there. What else you got?
Yeah, me and E are going to hold down, hold on the fort, probably go live. See if we can get somebody to come on and talk shop with us. But if not, we're just going to let it all out, man. It's going to be a fun combo that we're going to have. And we're going to start talking about who we want. I got some names I'm going to throw out to everybody, some coaches, some vets, some also some rookies, rookie coaches that might be coming in. I'm excited. I feel a little bit like there's a little bit of a weight lifted off my shoulder. Like,
yes.
Hey, maybe we'll start doing the right things again. Maybe.
Oh yeah. And Eli, our guy Eli, has been on a tear with these. If you're watching on YouTube or wherever you're watching, go check out the YouTube shorts from yesterday after the game, because there's something different about Eli's tone this time.
Yeah.
Other weeks he's kind of laughing through his points. He has good points, but he's like having fun. This one, he was just like pure passion, speaking right to John Mara. And apparently he listened.
I think he did. I think he heard Eli specifically and made that decision. Our man E, absolutely killing these post games, like you said. Go there every week to listen to it. But we all felt that like a little bit of elatedness, but also passion. Like, you have to make this move, John Mara, and he felt it too. He is a fan after all. John Mara is a fan, and for better or worse, sometimes an owner shouldn't be a fan, but that kind of loss, he couldn't take anymore. And good on you, John Mara, for making the first move of what we hope is several.
Yeah, and I hope he this is an opportunity for him to do things different. You're still the owner of the Giants, even if you and your family members take a back seat. And if that's what leads to Giants winning more games, that should be your ultimate goal. Yep. And you could still say you were responsible for doing it because you made the hard choice to step back and let a head of football ops choose the next GM and head coach and things like that to get the Giants back on track, because the fans have been through the ringer, man. That's enough.
Oh, you're right, bro. Hey.
You know what it's like being a Giants fan recently? Over and over and
constant dick kicks. Constant dick kicks. They took our last point away from us, man. Like right on the way out, they're like, before we have to fire your coach, which will be good, we're going to take the last bit of happiness away from you. And
we're going to have to rewrite our sketch now.
I know. Oh, geez, you're right.
It could still be done, but now we got to cast
somebody else.
We got to cast differently now.
Yeah.
Let's not talk. Let's not.
We don't want to give away too much.
Yeah. But damn. I'm El Jefe. That's Mr. Glass Half Full. On behalf of our fearless leader, Eli Rax, we appreciate the hell out of you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Monday afternoon, over 1,400 between X and YouTube. We appreciate you. Please like the Revival page, subscribe on YouTube. We're on iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. Wherever you want us, you can find us. Our Instagram is even popping off. Go check it out. You can find us anywhere you need us. But we appreciate you guys. See you live tomorrow night at 8:30. Peace.
New York's Revival, I'm in the building.
Let's
go.
Live with the Buffalobills!
go.
Let's go.